He's back. He's back. Welcome back to L3RD, Lord TV. And you know what time it is. New season. Had to revamp. Back at it. Got some things in motion. And we here. 2025-2026 Real Madrid season starts Tuesday, August 19th, 3 p.m. Eastern against Osasuna. And we're trying to pick up the 3 points. So, once again, welcome everybody. And I took some time off. Last time you saw me, hats weren't ready. Now they are. Hats are ready. That's L3RD.shop. L3RD.shop. Buy some beautiful hats. Got the t-shirts and the hoodies are in the sampling stage. Those will be coming, but we are not here to talk about fashion. We are here to talk about Real Madrid Football Club. El Football Club. First game of the season. Very excited. Last season was obviously a big disappointment. So, you got a new coach, got some new players, strengthened where we needed to be strengthened at. As you guys saw, heard, every week in and week out, the complaints of Lucas Vasquez at right back, crippling the team. Our center back situation with all the injuries. Raul Asensio did step up. Rudiger was, he kind of had a down year, but we bring in reinforcements for those two positions. Danny Carvajal is obviously back from his ACL tear, so that's awesome. Lovely to see. Kylian Mbappe looks leaner and meaner. We'll see what's going on with Vinny. We'll see if he has a bounce back season. Obviously, I guess the biggest hurdle, if you will, is Jude Bellingham being out for about 2 to 3 months with his shoulder surgery. Finally got the surgery this summer after the Club World Cup. So that's a lovely thing. So hopefully when he comes back, he's fully rejuvenated and ready to go. But let's look at this game and kind of see how we're gonna start the season. Of course, new manager Xabi Alonso. The big Xabi Alonso. The Spaniard, former Real Madrid player, former Liverpool player. My English team, Liverpool, and my obviously team of all teams in Real Madrid. So great to see him at the helm. Was really cool to see him already doing some stuff tactically and implementing his ideas at the Club World Cup to give us a good preview of what this season has in store, and it's very exciting. So really gonna have some good tactics, good in-game management. Him tweaking things throughout the season, per game, during the games, trying to make things work, more rotations, giving multiple players minutes, really keeping everybody fresh and involved, involving the young guys from La Fabrica. That's our academy, and really just overall giving us a breath of fresh air. We loved what Carlo brought to us, but with our current squad, I think we just needed a more tactically minded manager. What Carlo did was amazing, but I think that was his coaching style is better suited for more established and older, experienced players. Obviously, our team is very young, amazing, but they are very young, so they definitely need more direction, more tactical nuance that Xavi is going to be bringing. So looking at the game, let's start with the starting 11. If we're going by the latest preseason game, I think that's kind of going to be the 11, except maybe one or two players might change. So starting from the back, of course, Courtois, the octopus, in goal. Left back, it's going to be our new signing, Carreras. Frank Garcia did have a really good Club World Cup, so I wouldn't be mad if we went into the season with Frank Garcia being our starting left back, but we upgraded and brought in Carreras, so that's really, really good from Benfica. Strong player, pretty good both offensively and defensively. Young, so he's gonna develop throughout the season, develop throughout the years. So very excited to have him here, and then to be able to have Fran Garcia backing him up, compared to what we had last season, where Ferland Mendy was injured or not really playing good, and Fran Garcia didn't really have the best of seasons. But it looks like he's kind of getting some rhythm here, so that's really amazing. Next to him, we got the big signing, Dean Housen. Potentially this season could go down as the best center back in the world. We're going to see, but from the glimpses in the 6-7 games that he's played, stud, absolute stud. So he could go down arguably as one of the best center backs this season for sure, if not the best center back, in contention with the Salibas, the Van Dijks, and such of the world. He's one of them ones. Dean Housen ain't no joke. And kind of the revelation, Eder Militao, back from double ACL tears. In his minutes has been a beast. Kind of back to his, 2021, 2022 form. The year we won the Champions League with Benzema, where he was like best center back in the world, top 5 center backs in the world. Like he looks like he's gonna be at that level, which is awesome. And then we still have, of course, Rudiger, Raul Asensio coming off the bench to obviously give him some rest, or maybe Rudiger starts over him. But I think our pairing for the season is probably going to be Dean and Eder Militao, which is very exciting because they do complement each other really, really well. Even though Eder had the double ACL tears, still has a lot of pace. That was kind of big. One of his biggest things before the injuries was his pace and how fast he was. So it's good to see that he still has it, and he's still young. What is he, 26, 27 in that ballpark? So still really young. So really, really happy to see him back in action. And then at right back, a toss-up between Trent or Danny Carvajal, El Capitan. I don't have a preference on who starts there. Both amazing players. So we'll see. I know we want to start really integrating Trent into the team. Danny Carvajal just came back from a ACL tear, so he might not start this one. Excuse me. We might lean into starting Trent, which is fine by me. Trent is a beast. Trent Alexander, so I'm fine with whoever starts on that side, and that's an amazing thing to be able to say compared to what we had to deal with last season with Lucas Vazquez being the only right back, and him technically not even being a right back. He kind of got turned into a right back throughout his kind of later years at Real Madrid. Of course, he started as a right winger, and when he played last year, he was an issue. He was a liability. He was someone that constantly put the defense and the team in horrible positions. So to now actually have 2 right backs, 2 high quality right backs, so excited. Over the moon about that one. So very, very grateful to be able to say, I don't care which one of them plays. They're both studs. So, whomever. But I think we are going to see Trent for this first game. Like I said, Danny Carvajal's coming back from the ACL, so I can see Trent getting the nod in this one. Oof, excuse me. And then going into midfield, Arda first. He's got to be one of the first people on the team sheet. Him kind of getting dropped back into the midfield position compared to him where he was playing last year, which is more on that right wing area. Him now becoming more of the controller, the tempo setter of the team, still creatively getting up the field into pockets of space, but him really being the tone setter has really been a revelation. Really been something really cool to see him change his position, and Xabi really giving him the freedom to control and make a difference in the team. So really excited about what we're going to get from Arda this season. So I think he's probably just going to be a nailed-in starter throughout the season. Tchouaméni next to him as our center defensive mid. Of course, Tchouaméni's a beast. I think defensively he's looked really, really good. I think him having a coach like Xabi really giving him more of a tactical mindset and set position, if you will, and really giving him the brain of how he should be playing and how he should be thinking the game, considering Xabi Alonso comes from that ilk of being a kind of controller, defensive-minded player, especially when he was here at Real Madrid. So very excited to see how Tchouaméni develops throughout the season with the instructions that he's going to be getting from the manager. And then, of course, probably the most important player for Real Madrid in the past, 3 years, Fede Valverde, of course, starting right there. So really looking really strong. And, from all signs, it looks like we're going to be starting with a 4-3-3 this season. So with that being in mind, that's why I'm giving these kind of positions and the players in these positions. Then we go up the field. This is where it gets a little tricky, mainly on the right side, because, of course, you're going to have Vinny and Mbappe starting. But the right side is going to be a little tricky. I think if I'm going based off of the most recent preseason game, then Brahim's probably going to get the start. But I think it should be Rodrigo. But obviously there is not drama, but there's a lot of question marks around Rodrigo, which is very disheartening, let's say, as Rodrigo is my personal favorite player on the team. So to see that he potentially is going to get a transfer to another team doesn't make me too happy, because I think he should be a starter, and I kind of mentioned it last year, and still on that same type of time, I would sell Vinny over Rodrigo. I think he just fits the team better. I personally think he is a better player, but that's just my little 2 cents on that. But Brahim's probably gonna get the start. I would love for Rodrigo to get the start and kind of prove to everyone that he is a mainstay in the starting 11, but we'll see. But I think it is going to be Brahim up front. So just to kind of recap, Courtois on goal, Carreras left back, Dean, Eder Militao center backs, Trent at right back, Tchouaméni center defensive mid, Arda Güler and Fede Valverde in the midfield, and a top three of Vinny, Mbappe, and Brahim. So very excited to see how this plays out. Typically against Osasuna, we smack them around. So, the last couple of games have been 4-0s and 6-0s and stuff of that nature. So, hopefully we can start the season on a high, get a couple goals, get a clean sheet, and keep it pushing and really keep this train going and really see the progress that Xabi Alonso has made with this team, and kind of give us a good glimpse of more to come. So excited, happy to be back here talking to y'alls, and you'll see me Tuesday night for a little match recap, and hopefully it's a big dub. But other than that, it is my birthday, August 18th. So happy birthday to me, the big 30. So another game is on Tuesday, but a little late birthday present, a little birthday dub for the boy would be very much appreciated from my Real Madrid Football Club. And that's all for me. Adios, muchachos. L3RD.shop. L3RD.shop to come get you some fashion. A lot in store coming from that. See you next time. Have a good night, a good day, a good evening, a good morning.